This is Eric with New Flow St. Louis. I'm at 6367 Ellenwood 63105. I'm pushed out to the yard trap, which is right next to their walkway leading up to the house. I've marked it with some sewer flags. It's kind of in some ivy, so hard to spot. But I'm pushed out to that. I'm in 6-inch clay, and I'm going to go ahead and start pulling back now. We're just inspecting the condition of the pipe here. So right here, at the bottom of the trap, you can see it's cracked up top there. So that will have to be addressed. It's got some roots growing in. So I'm going to do another video from there going out to the main, so we'll get a different angle of it, but you can see from inside it's cracked. So I'm going to start pulling back now. There's some roots growing in at some of the hubs. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I've got a little bit of water running inside. In this area there's a large belly and this 6-inch clay lateral. Got a pretty big camera skid on there as well. Alright. We're still in 6-inch clay. We're out in the front yard where the camera head is. We're in the basement. There's a tie-in at the top right. That's for a downspout. Okay. Now here's where the cast iron building drain starts. It's a 4-inch cast iron building drain. This is right where it meets the foundation of the house. You can see a crack. It ends approximately about here at the 62-foot mark, I'll say, on my camera, to about the 58 mark. But normally at these cast clay connections you do see some cracking or some damage. But it may need to be, I may recommend to have it addressed before it becomes any more of a problem. So here right at the left, this is a Y for the basement bathroom, and there's a stack right next to that toilet in this basement bathroom, just a couple feet off of trunk line here. So we'll pull back. Okay, right there on the right, that is a Y for a floor drain that services the furnace and all the AC units and everything. Okay, here on the left, there's a Y. It appears that it hasn't been in use for a while. I couldn't find anything that would service it, so it's possible this is an old discontinued line. That's what I believe it is. So keep pulling back. Again, this is 4-inch cast iron. This is the main building drain. We're just inspecting the line for any issues. Here is a spot in the bottom of the pipe that might be a hole. It's really hard to say. It could just be scale that chipped away. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that in the basement floor. And the same thing here. It's hard to say if that's a hole. It's not really catching my camera or anything, so it could just be a spot where scale chipped off. Alright, now we're coming around a 45-degree turn, heading back towards the stack. There's another spot where the bottom's looking a little questionable. Here on the left, that's the tie-in for the basement sinks and the kitchen upstairs. Here to the right is another floor drain in the basement. This line right here services the areaway drain in the back stairwell. And then in this section, there's a hole in the top of the pipe and a crack. It's already actually been marked. I suppose someone's already been here to camera this system. There's tape on the floor marking this area. So now we're pulling up the stack. Crack's just for about 5-6 feet. Now we're pulling up the stack here. Okay. So, here's the areaway drain. Here's the stack I was working from. That's the basement sink. The line runs this way. And then it goes, that's the basement bathroom. The line runs right next to it. Just straight out. And that's the inspection of the inside, the building drain and the lateral from the yard trap to the mainway stack inside. Located all the Ys, and this will conclude this video. I will say that there is a section in there with the crack that does need to be addressed, and then the trap it is cracked. So it is documented here, and now this does conclude the video, and I will make another video from the yard trap to the sewer main.